and welcome back to my channel. I've decided that I wanted to do a baking video today. So I'm going to be making some chocolate marshmallow cupcakes. I don't really have like a set recipe that I'm following or picture or anything. It's sort of just like an idea and I'm going to sort of go with the flow and see how it goes. So obviously I've made like cupcakes before, like just plain buns. So I'm sort of just gonna wing it and bake some cupcakes and see how they go. So I'll tell you all the ingredients and stuff as I go, and that's it. So if you want to know how to make these cupcakes, then just keep watching.
Okay, so you will need 200 grams of self-raising flour, 200 grams of margarine, I'm using Stork, 200 grams of caster sugar, I'm using a mixture of caster sugar and granulated sugar, but caster sugar would be better, 3 eggs, marshmallows to decorate and icing, and cupcake cases. And I am also using some almond extract just for flavouring, and ignore the chocolate powder, I didn't end up using that. And that's all.
The first thing you want to measure out is the sugar. So I think I'm going to do like 200 grams of each. And I've got some caster sugar. If I run out, I'm just going to use granulated sugar to make it up. And then I've got 100 grams exactly of caster sugar, and I'm just going to use 100 grams of granulated sugar because that's all I've got. Okay, so it's 202, but you know, as long as it's roughly the right amount, that's fine. So now I want to do my margarine. Add 200, oh, if I can get it off the spoon, 201. So the other one was 202, so that sort of cancels it out. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so before you do your butter and sugar, you're supposed to preheat the oven. So I'm going to do that now, and I'm going to put it on 180. My oven is preheating whilst I carry on with the rest of my baking. So let me move this way so you can see a bit better. My margarine and sugar in there, and I'm just going to use the spoon to mix it all together until it's all combined. Obviously, if you have an electric whisk, this will be a lot quicker. I don't have one, so we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way by hand. Okay, so that looks nice and creamy. You just want to move your butter and sugar mixture aside and grab a cup. And now you're going to crack your eggs. My egg cracking is not brilliant, so I'm just going to double check for shell. And I'm just going to take a fork and whisk that up. And then I'm just going to grab my bowl and pull the first egg in. Move that to the side and mix it in. Okay, so that's nice and combined, and I'm going to swap back and grab my next egg. And the reason you don't want to crack your egg straight into the bowl is in case you get like a bad egg, and then you'll have ruined your entire mixture because you'll have to start all over again. Whereas if you crack the eggs into the cup one at a time, all you have to do is chuck the egg away. So, okay, and again, no shell, yay. And again, I'm just going to whisk that egg up and pour it into my bowl. Okay, so that's the second egg all combined, and we'll do one more egg. Okay, so now that's your egg all nicely combined. The next thing you want to add is your flour. Okay, so you're going to need a sieve, and I'm just using self-raising flour, and I want 200 grams. And I'm going to tip half of the flour roughly into the sieve, and I'm just going to mix. Okay, and then I'm going to add my other half of my flour. And I'm just going to add some, I'm not sure if you can see that, some almond flavouring. I'm just going to add a few drops just because it makes it taste good. And grab your cake tin tray. And then you want to get some cupcake cases. I got these really cute ones from Morrison's that have like little cupcakes on the sides. So I'm not sure how much this mixture is going to make, but I'm guessing it's going to fill more than just this one tray. But basically what you want to do is you want to take like a tablespoon and just sort of dollop it into each case, I guess, so that it's like 3/4 full. Okay, so I'm just going to grab another cake tin and see how much more I can fill. Okay, so I've filled another 6, so that's 18 cupcakes we've got in total. So let me just wash my hands, and I'm going to pop these in the oven. So I'm going to bake these cupcakes for between 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to take them out after 15 and check them, and then if they're not quite done, put them in for another 5 minutes. Okay, so now I want to move on to my icing. So you can totally make your own icing if you want to, but for me that would be way too difficult and take way too long. So I'm using the Betty Crocker chocolate buttercream icing, and then I'm using mini marshmallows for decorating, and these were just a pound of Morrison's. I'm just going to empty a load of these into a bowl. Okay, so the next thing you need is a piping bag. And then it comes with 3 nozzles. So we have like a circly, little small circle nozzle, half spiky, half flat nozzle. I think we'll use the like star-shaped nozzle. So you just want to grab a large cup that you can rest this in. So I'm going to pop the star-shaped nozzle down in. Okay, so I think there was some sort of end that used to go over it to hold it in place, but I think I've lost it. So we're just going to do it like that. If you don't have a piping bag, you can totally just use a sandwich bag and cut off a corner. I've done that multiple times before. So now I'm just going to pull the rest of the piping bag up and over. Squeeze it down. Okay, and I can see that that's about to come down. So we'll just obviously twist it, wrap it and squeeze. But I'm not quite ready to ice just yet, so I'm going to leave that. Okay, and that is my first batch of cupcakes out of the oven. The other 6 just need a couple more minutes and then they will be done as well. So I'll come back once these have cooled and I'll ice them. So I'm going to try and start in the middle and then swirl my way out. So yeah, I think that's not too bad. I mean, it's not the neatest cupcake in the world, but it looks kind of cool. I'm going to try again and do a second one, and I'll do the marshmallows afterwards. I'm going to start from the outside this one. Okay, that kind of looks just the same as the other one, so and just do a blob and then try and smooth it out with like a knife. Let me try and put some marshmallows on. I don't know if the best way is to just like drop them. They look quite cute actually. Like a little marshmallowy cake. I think that looks quite cute. I might try doing like a butterfly cake. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out like the middle. Okay, and you take that out and then cut that into 2 so it looks like little wings, and then get like a little blob of icing and squeeze that in the middle, and then you put the little other bits of cake to look like butterfly wings. That one's quite small. And then you just sort of like dust it. I hope you all enjoyed this baking video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought down below, and if you have any suggestions for what you want me to film next. And thank you so much for watching. Bye! That's